guys, it is 2 in the morning and I decided to record a video because I was up and bored and not doing anything. So I'm like, why not record? So I decided to do a story time. So this story time is going to be about the time I thought, well, no, but the time me and my friends, a few of my other friends were on the phone with one of our friends and we thought she was being attacked by her boyfriend. That's what this is going to be about. So I was at my house with my friends Raven, Dominic, Vita, and then that friend. I'm not gonna say her name because for one, it's kind of like her business and whatever. So we were at my house just kicking it or whatever, and this guy my friend was dealing with, thank God she doesn't deal with him anymore, he just wasn't good for her at all. So none of us really liked him anyway. So we're sitting at the house, he calls her, like, come hang out. So we're like, are you really gonna go? Like, cause she didn't live around the area, but he kind of did. So she went to kick it with him again. This was like years ago, but it was crazy. So we decided to go, like, no, she decided to go meet him. Okay, whatever. So she was like, I want you on the phone just in case. So she was on the phone with us, and she goes to meet him. And so we're like listening closely, and they're like, talking, conversating, whatever. So we're like, okay. So we kind of stopped listening. So we're kind of doing our own thing. We were like playing a game, whatever we were doing, because we were like younger, like maybe 17, 18, I think, maybe 19. I don't know. But so it was around that time. So we're chilling. All of a sudden, we heard yelling. So now we started listening, like, what's going on? So she's yelling, he's yelling, and we hear like something happened. So we like, what? Then we heard him call her a bitch and say something like "fuck you." After, and then heard scuffling again. Mind you, we were on mute on my phone because so he didn't like hear us or anything. So we're like, fuck, like we knew where she went to meet him. So we're like, okay, we need to go. Mind you, 19 years old, 18, 19 years old. We're like, we need to go figure it out. Now Vita back then had a Jeep Liberty, like a 2005, I think 2002, whatever, and it was black. It had tints in the back, so we were like, okay, we can probably get away with it. So dumb as hell, us. We go over to where she was. It was like a parking lot somewhere in the suburb near mine. So we drive past where they are. We see her car. We're like, okay, she said she was in the car, but we can't see. So we decide, okay, we're gonna drive past closer through the alley. So Vita's driving through the alley with her lights on. Everybody knows you're supposed to turn your lights off. So we get, like, because the way the alley was, it was on the side of a building, like through a regular alley, and then it opened up to a parking lot on one side, but the alley kept going because they were in the parking lot. So we were going through that like we were a regular car. We get on the side of them. Vita decides, oh, now I should. She turns her lights off. How obvious is that? Mind you, we're right there. We look to our right. His friends are in the car in front of, because that was his house right there, which we did not know, or his friend's house rather. His friends are in their car, outside his friend's garage, looking at us, pointing at us, and we're facing this way, and they're on this side of us. So we're like, shit. So Vita hits the gas and speeds down the alley, and we parked somewhere, and then decided to walk past the car again. So at this point, we're off the phone with her because she had hung up. So we don't know what's going on, but we see them, and it doesn't look like he's doing anything. So when we finally get walking past, so me and Raven went on one side, and then Dominic and Vita walked through the alley or vice versa. I don't remember. No, I think me and it was either me and Raven. No, me and Dominique walked through the alley because we were both boys. So we were like, okay, we'll go through the alley. And then Vita and Raven walked on the street. So we walked through the alley, and again, his friends was right there. So we just was like walking casual, and we look and nothing was going on. So Vita calls me, and I'm like, where are you? And she's like, I'm on the side, do you see them? And I'm like, Vita, why are you calling me right now? I'm like, I just had to answer my phone and it's lighting up. Why are you calling me? So she said, okay, bye. So she hangs up. Now my friend calls us and she's like, no, she calls me because I was originally on the phone. And she's like, is that you walking past? I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, I think that was you that walked past the car. I'm like, no. I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, I see you and Vita. No, I see Vita too. I thought that was Vita. And it looked like Raven. It was a really tall girl. So she saw us, right? So we like, fuck it. So we go back. But we still told her it kind of wasn't us. So us still thinking we're slick. We go back to the car, turn the lights off, and then pull up next to his car. No. He was in my friend's car. So we put him next to her car. And it's the only car in there. And like because it was an empty lot, but their car was the only car in it because it was the lot off the alley. So they were the only car in the lot. So we put up on the side. She gets out like, what are y'all doing? We like, man, we thought he like attacked your ass, bro. Like, we thought he called you a bitch and said, fuck you. Like, she's like, no, I dropped my phone in like the little, whatever it was, like they call it the Bermuda Triangle of the car. She dropped her phone in there. That's what the scuffling was. And they were yelling at each other, but it wasn't like that. So moral of the story is we thought we were being so slick and helping our friend or spying on her, and it fucking backfired. Like, it was so dumb, and I was like, Vita, this is why we couldn't rob no bank. Why would you turn the lights off right when we were on the side of them? How obvious is that? And then I don't know if she knew Vita's car or not. Like, I think she did. Yeah, I think she did. So she was like, I thought that was Vita's car. Yeah, so yeah, she did. But it was just like, it was crazy. I couldn't believe that Vita turned her lights off in the alley when we were on the side of them. Like, it went from light to dark. You don't think that's not gonna raise any eyebrows? We're like, well, if you're ever trying to rob a bank, you're not the getaway driver. Like, what? It was insane. It was really insane. It was hilarious. And so he got out the car trying to be like all cool with us, and we're like, no, we don't fuck with you. Like, no. And then afterwards, she was like, well, y'all can go. We're like, no, we here. Like, we just gonna kick it. Like, we chilling. I don't know what time of night it was. It wasn't like too late, but it was hilarious because we really thought like something had happened. We really thought we was like being slick helping, and that was completely not the case. So I thought that was hilarious, and I thought that would be like a fun/funny story time, especially like when we still talk about that story to this day. And the funniest thing was Vita turning off the lights, and then her like seeing us walking down the street around them, and she's like, what are y'all doing? So we thought we were so slick, and we were not. It was very embarrassing, needless to say. But I just thought that would be a funny kind of story to tell you guys. I'm gonna do a few more story times because I have a lot of crazy stories. That one isn't as crazy as some other ones, but yeah, it definitely was an interesting experience to feel like your friend was being attacked by her boyfriend, and you get there and they're laughing at us because we look fucking stupid trying to be slick. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I just wanted to tell a little quick story time, that's all. And you guys have a good night/morning if you're getting up for work, depending on what you do. I have a few friends who work early mornings or in other states and stuff like that, so yeah. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and hit the little bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, and I will see you all in the next video.